Tell me why I just went live on TikTok and made 12 cents. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rowan and you're watching Rowan Reads. This is my little reading vlog that goes with my March TBR. I literally filmed my TBR video today. It's not even edited at the moment of me filming this. I wanted to start reading Killer Instincts by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, so I'm starting the vlog already because I'm about to devour this book and I'm so excited. I'm delusional, so I'm gonna read as much as I possibly can. I'm gonna start Killer Instinct. So I thought I would update you because I'm very far into Killer Instinct and I have not updated you or talked about this book at all. Like, I highly doubt we're even a few minutes into this because I had such a hectic start to this video. Basically, it is March 4th today. It's my bestie's birthday. She's 18. Anyway, I have been I've read all day at school. Like, any chance I had to read at school today, I was reading. So I made it from page like 50 something to page 241, which is the start of chapter 32. I'm clearly very far into the book, well over halfway. It's kind of hard to talk about what's going on in this book without spoiling much. The first one, they're all in, so far that I've read it, this is only the second book, but they're in Cassie's point of view. She's like the main female character, but like the first book followed Cassie and like the case was like related to her. This book is now kind of related to Dean in certain ways, and I'm assuming as the books go on we get more things related to more people and we learn more information about each individual person, even though they're still all from Cassie's point of view. But I'm gonna read as long as possible. Hello guys. It is currently like a little past 9 p.m. I think. I don't even know, to be honest with you. But I literally have like 50 something pages left of this book and I'm about to finish it. And I'm so excited. I really hope it doesn't end on a cliffhanger, but I have a feeling it's going to for some reason. The first book didn't end on a cliffhanger, but for some weird reason I feel like this one does, or is going to. I just finished Killer Instinct and I think I'm gonna give this one 4.5 stars as well. I gave The Naturals 4.5 and I feel like that's a good rating for this one too. They're such good books, like honestly they're so good, but like I feel like none of them have given me like that 5-star feeling. Like, I'm sure other ones in here I could get to that point, but like so far and like with the writing and stuff, like I don't think it could necessarily be a 5-star read. How I do series normally, like even if individual books of a series I don't rate 5 stars, like I consider series like 5-star series anyway. So like so far this is like a 5-star series for me, but like each individual book has actually been 5 stars. Like, it's literally going in probably some of my favorite series of all time. Like, it's that good. I'm very happy with this. The ending was great, the mystery was great, the people in this book are great, everything about this book is great. Alright, just to remind you of my options, I have Hopeless by Colleen Hoover, If Only I Had Told Her by Laura Nolan, Powerless by Lauren Roberts, Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher, and then Call Me By Your Name by Andre Ackman. And actually, really funny, the prompt for Powerless by Lauren Roberts was an adult fantasy, and my friend watched my TBR video and was like, Rowan, I hate to tell you this, but Powerless is YA. I was like, that's crazy. I didn't know it was a YA book, which is actually so embarrassing for me. I don't even know what I was thinking. Anyway, I don't have very good range, so I either have to go with like a fantasy or a romance. And like this is the only one that's kind of sticking out. I didn't really want to read this either. Should I just go for Call Me By Your Name? It's so short and like I feel like I could just get it out of the way. I might actually start it. Yeah, I'm okay with that decision. This only has 248 pages. I also feel like this would explain like the movie is very cinematic and stuff, and there's a lot of things that happen in the movie where like you're kind of like, how did we get here? So I really hope the book explains more of that. Ow, 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 ow. Hello guys, so it is currently March 6th and it is like 5:50 p.m. and I thought I'd update you because I've been a bad vlogger and I've just been a bad YouTuber for the past couple of days. So I think the last time I recorded was March 4th and I said I was going to start Call Me By Your Name that night, but I never ended up doing that. But the next day at school I did end up starting Call Me By Your Name and I've been reading it since then. I have made it probably a little before halfway, maybe exactly halfway, I don't really know. But I'm on page 112. I've actually been enjoying it. There's been a few things where I'm kind of like, what? Because like I feel like the way it's written is weirdly advanced for me. Like, I mean, it's not that bad. I also really don't like how this is formatted. Like, it doesn't have chapters, and that just makes me feel like I am not doing well when reading. Like, these long paragraphs, and then, like, it has, like, a lot of space, and then it'll have, like, a time skip or whatever. And I'm like, what? This book is all in Elio's POV. Basically, if you don't know what this book is about, this family usually has, like, an American or like someone studying, you know, abroad, stay in their little villa, and this summer the person that stays with them is a little different. He's different than all the other people. He's, you know, more charming than the other people that have stayed there, but they have been seeing a lot of this guy and he's just not going away. Little romance blossoms between Elio and him throughout the whole story, and like even just from reading the back and stuff, like, you know, this is a romance that is destined to be tragic, you know, a little tragic ending. I don't know if I'll finish this today. I probably won't, but I want to read as much as I possibly can until I have to go eat dinner. Hello guys, so I just made it to page 169. It is the start of part 3, and I'm gonna stop reading for now just because I am sleepy, and it's like the perfect place to stop because it's a new part of the book. It just felt like a good stopping place. It actually worked out perfectly. I can probably finish the book tomorrow. Actually, I know I can if I like actually try. It is currently March 7th, so the next day from when I last filmed, and let me tell you, I have 8 pages left of Call Me By Your Name. Got to this page of my 6th period class and like it literally ended as soon as I got to page 230. Like, I like read to this little paragraph that ends right here. The bell literally rang and I was like, that was perfect timing, first of all. But like, I literally have 8 pages left. Like, it couldn't just give me like a few more minutes to get through that. But it's okay because I get to read them here and now. How do I move on from life? How do I do any of this? I just finished and I can't even. Like, I have to. I'm literally gonna watch the movie. Like, I have to. Like, I think it's 5-star. I genuinely think it's a 5-star read. Like, I haven't had a single bad read so far this year. I'm gonna go update all the stuff like I said, and then we'll come back and choose what book I'm gonna read next, which I actually have no idea what I don't know what I want to read next. We're gonna choose the next book. I'm stuck between two. I don't know if I want to read Hopeless or Love Redesigned, but I've been seeing a lot of quotes from Love Redesigned recently and just a lot of really cute stuff about it. I love Lauren Asher's writing, and I feel like even though this is quite chunky book, I feel like it could still be a pretty fast read. So I'm gonna read Love Redesigned next, and I'm so excited. It is currently March 9th. It's like 4:40, and I wanted to give an update on Love Redesigned. I started reading at school yesterday, and I ended up getting to page 66. I'm gonna get some time-lapse footage of me reading too, because I feel like I haven't done any of that with the books. I'm gonna read some of Love Redesigned. I'm 30% through. Hello guys, so it is currently 4 p.m. on March 10th, and I'm about to read some more of Love Redesigned. So I ended up getting to page 186 last night. I'm gonna read, oh my god, bye bye. Hello guys, so it's like 8:30 and it's after dinner, and I'm gonna continue reading. I ended up having to stop at page 297, and yeah, I still have, I think it said I was at 61%, if I remember correctly. I've been reading for like 20 minutes, and I got to page 328, which is the start of chapter 34. Hello guys, it is currently Tuesday, March 12th, and it is around 6:45 p.m. The last time I recorded was Sunday night, and since then I've read a few pages throughout school, and I read 53 pages last night. Basically, my plan here is to finish the book tonight. Considering how fast I'm reading it, I should be able to do so. So I just finished. I've sat here for a little bit and kind of processed the ending and like my thoughts and my rating specifically of the book. And I think I'm gonna give it a 4.75. I was so close to giving it 5 stars, but I'm like I love it and I feel happy with the ending, and I love the book. There was literally like maybe like 5 pages where I almost got bored, but like it quickly picked back up, and there was no third act breakup, which was fantastic. I have never read a book that did not have one, and there was one part where it like felt like it was coming, but then it didn't, and they communicated and they talked, and he pushed her and he was like, no, we're not doing this, and she was like, okay, we're not doing it then. And like it was just so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Like, this man communicates, this man asks what she wants, this man acts of service, words of affirmation. Oh my god, hold on. The dedication was literally, to those whose love language is words of affirmation, your praise king is safe with me and Julian Lopez. I feel like I'm debating the 5 stars too much for it not to be 5 stars. Then I'm like about to just be like, F it. You know what? F it. It's a 5 star. I have to. I have to. Like, just talking about it, like, I feel like a smile hasn't left my face, and I can't do that. Hello, guys. So, it's currently March 16th, and I think the last time I filmed, it was, like, March 11th or something. I don't even know if that's right. It might have been longer, it might have been less time, I don't know. All I know is that it's been quite a bit since I last filmed. And I finished Love Redesigned when you last saw me, and it kind of put me in like the tiniest little slump. Like, it's not terrible, like I'm not gonna go months without reading, but I did need to take like a 4 or 5 day break. Just, I wasn't really in the mood for reading, and I also may or may not have made a little bit mistake of starting Reckless by Elsie Silver on my phone. Don't yell at me. We need to get back on track, and that's what I've done. This morning I posted a video asking people to help me choose my next read on my TikTok. Out of the 3 books, Powerless, If Only I Had Told Her, and Hopeless ended up winning by 1 comment. So my next book that I'm gonna read is gonna be Hopeless by Colleen Hoover, which I'm actually really excited about. This book kind of got caught in the crossfire of that reading slump, and I was really liking it, actually. Like, even though I only got 84 pages in, like, I was fully hooked and like ready to read it, and I never went back to it after that. Yeah, so yesterday, Friday, was my last day of school before spring break, so now I have like a full week of doing absolutely nothing, and I'm so happy and I'm so excited. Report cards came out or whatever because it's the end of quarter 3. I had all A's, so what my mom and like me decided was that for every 2 A's that I got a book. I had 7 A's, so I got 3 books. I'm gonna give you a little haul of said books. So the first 2 shouldn't be very surprising. I read a book in the series in this video. I got All In and Bad Blood by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I am so happy. Technically, I also got 12 by Jennifer Lynn Barnes because this includes the little 12 novella. I'm so happy. I love the first 2 books. I'm so excited to have the last 2, and they're gonna look so beautiful together. Then I got Vow of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson, which is the little sequel to Dance of Thieves, little duology or whatever. And you know, I didn't absolutely love the first book. Like, I didn't hate it either. I think I rated it a 4.25, which honestly is not bad at all. So it was enough to get the second one. I honestly haven't heard a single thing about this book. I definitely heard stuff about Dance of Thieves, but like, I do not know what the general consensus of this one is. Anyways, I am excited to read Hopeless. I think I just need another good romance. It's like probably 45 minutes later, and I just got called for dinner, and I got to page 154. So I actually read quite a bit. I read like 70 pages or something. It is currently 9:04. I've just been chilling on my phone for like 45 minutes or so, but I decided that I want to read. My mind is on this book. Like, the entire time I was scrolling through Instagram or TikTok or whatever, like, I was like, I really want to read the book. But I couldn't get myself to do it. But I am now. Oh my god, dude. My heart, like, I literally just felt my heart drop in my chest. Holy crap. I thought I had this whole book figured out. That like actually might be the biggest plot twist. I just finished Hopeless. I literally just binged this book, and it was so good. Plot twist after plot twist. First of all, I'm really tired, so I'll give a full review tomorrow. Hello guys, so it is the next day and I'm updating you as I promised. So I ended up rating Hopeless 4.5 stars, and I am fully happy with that rating. There's a few factors into why it wasn't a 5 star. Like, there was definitely a few moments between the 2 main characters where I found them both annoying, or one of them more annoying than the other. Like, a few moments in there where I was like cringing and or I wasn't liking how one of them was acting. Like, yeah, I don't know. And I didn't enjoy the main character Sky that much. The little like short quick plot of this: a spellbinding story of two young people with devastating pasts who embark on a passionate, intriguing journey to discover the lessons of life, love, trust, and above all, the healing power that only truth can bring. And throughout the book, there's like the main storyline going on, and then every once in a blue moon, a little past chapter will show up. And I very quickly, like, just I think from like the first or second little flashback thing memory that showed up, I put together like immediately that the two characters had a past, right? I just didn't know anything else. I got as far as that. That was kind of at the back of my head for like the entire book, and then it was just a whole thing. I obviously don't want to spoil it for you, but it was so good. I really did like it. Back to the main point of choosing the next book. Obviously, I have to choose between If Only I Had Told Her and Powerless. And, you know, I feel like this is a book that I could also read in one day. And for that reason, I'm going to save it for last. Sorry, I ran out of storage mid-talking. So, what I was saying was that I want to give this, like, you know, like 50 to 100 pages before I, you know, completely write it off as something I don't want to read, because I did like read the first page and I immediately was like not in the mood for it. It is currently March 19th. The last time you saw me, it was March 17th, so it's been like 2 days. Kind of a day. On Sunday, I ended up getting to page 74, which is the start of chapter 10. I had a full day yesterday, hung out with my friends like pretty much all day. I was gonna read earlier today, and I just really did not feel like it. Like, I even did a clip of the video. I'm not gonna put it in. I already deleted it. Sorry. I was like, I'm gonna read, guys. Didn't touch the book after, so we're gonna start the book. I am on page 107 and I updated my Goodreads and it said I'm 20% through, so yay. So it is the next day, March 20th. Ended up getting to page 162 last night, which is 30% through the book. I'm about to put on some fireplace ambiance or something in the background and sit here and read for I don't know how long, hopefully a good hour, 2 hours or so. I'm gonna be so honest with you, I don't know what the last thing I filmed was. It is currently March 21st. It's like 9 p.m. and it's been a very lazy day today. My mom babysitted her boss's kid and we kind of just hung out today and did absolutely nothing. Whatever last time I read, I ended up getting to page 202, which is the start of chapter 24. And I don't know if I like told y'all, and like I literally don't know. I did go back to the beginning of the book and annotate some stuff, and I also added in tabs. So now it's all nice and cute and pretty, and yeah. So I'm gonna get my little lights. I charged them up yesterday for the first time in a while. So I'm gonna put my little reading lights on, and I'm gonna read for as long as I possibly can. Hello guys. It is currently like 10:15 p.m. My updates for this have gotten later and later, but basically last night I ended up getting to page 251, which is the start of chapter 29, and I was actually really enjoying it. I didn't want to stop last night, but I had to. Like, I was genuinely like, there was a moment where I like fell asleep reading the book, and I was like, whoa, that's time to wrap it up. I've tried to cut down on the annotating and just like annotating like things I really want to, because it is time consuming and I want to read the book. Annotating can take time out of reading, so I did try to cut back a little bit on that last night. that's my update. I'm gonna read and I'm so excited, so wish me luck. Hello guys, it is the next morning, so it's Saturday, March 23rd, and last night I read quite a bit. Well, I mean, not technically, but I read like 50 pages. I read over 50 pages actually. But I made it to page 321, which is the start of chapter 37. We are over halfway. I think Goodreads said I was 61% through the book, which is amazing. It's currently like 11 a.m. and probably not gonna do anything today. I haven't done anything like past week other than when I hung out with my friends and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna read. I need to get out all my annotation stuff. Like, it's so fun to annotate. Like, I was kind of complaining about it yesterday, being like, oh, like, it's kind of a struggle. But like last night I had a good flow going, so hopefully I can get to that point again. Bye guys. His eyes dart to something far behind me. The flag. No one has made it there yet, too busy fighting and focused on revenge to break away. Go, he murmurs the word, nodding toward the flag that will bring me victory. Win this damn thing, Gray. I blink at him, but his attention is already back on the task in front of him. And then I'm suddenly standing beneath it, looking up at my prize, looking up at my victory, and no one stops me as I rip off the flag. He said, win this damn thing. Like, I can't even lie, they're like the definition of bi panic, because like, he goes, I don't know that I ever lived before lying eyes on the likes of you. I threw my pen. So that's my update for you. It's gonna be Lenny. It's gonna be Lenny, isn't it? Adina. Hello guys, it is March 24th and I finished Powerless by Lauren Roberts last night, and I ended up rating it 4.5 stars. It was really good. I really liked it, and like, even though I had like a kind of rough start with it and I wasn't really enjoying it at the beginning, it was really good. Like, once you got past the 25% mark, I love these characters. I loved the world building. I loved the ending. It was just so good. The quotes in here are amazing. Like, everything about this book was just amazing. So yeah, I'm happy with my reading and I'm happy with this book, and I'm so excited. And we have one book left, which is crazy. It's kind of hard to explain. Fantasy books are always so hard to explain. Basically, there's these two different types of people in this world. There's the elites, which are people who have powers and stuff, and then there's ordinaries, who are the people without powers. So the king of the elites wants all ordinaries dead. Like, he wants a fully elite society. The main female character, Peyton Gray, she is an ordinary who is posing as an elite, and she poses as a sidekick because it's the one thing that like you can technically do without actually having powers. Like, you know, you basically profile people. She somehow finds herself in a situation with Kai Azer, who is the prince, so the son of the king of the elites, and she somehow gets roped into being in these trials that take place every year. A little romance blossoms between Peyton and Kai. Even though this book literally only had crumbs, it was the best crumbs ever, because like the stuff that Kai says, and like even Peyton, like both of them, I love them both so much, and like they just feel so much for each other, and just like they just have such big emotions that like it's just so beautiful to witness. And like I just think it was beautifully written, and everything about this book is perfect. we now have one book left for this video, which is If Only I Had Told Her by Laura Nolan. And I feel like this could be a lot like a Hopeless situation, where I could finish this book really quickly, especially after reading a more like difficult book like Powerless, or it takes a little more brain power. Like this is gonna be, I think, will be very nice and like good refresher and stuff after that book. It has very like large words, and it's also not too long. I don't know if I'm gonna start this right at this moment, but when I do start it, I will let you know. Hello guys, so it is currently a little past 8:30, probably closer to 8:40 now, because I already tried to do this video and it just wasn't working out for me. So anyway, I am officially going to start If Only I Had Told Her. I'm excited. I also was reading the back earlier, and it's actually from 3 different perspectives. I thought it was just an entire book in Finney's POV, like basically the first book rewritten in his point of view, but it's not. My only theory here is that this paragraph starts with Finn, this paragraph starts with Jack, and this paragraph starts with Autumn. So I'm assuming those are the 3 different POVs that go on in this book, but I don't know. But I'm gonna officially start this. I'm scared. I don't want to cry, but whatever, we'll see. All right, let's get into it. Hello guys, so it's currently after school on March 25th, and I just got to page, let's see, what page are you? 283. It is now Autumn's part of the book. We've gone through, I was right, by the way, with like the start of the paragraphs being Finn, Jack, and Autumn, thinking that was the 3 POVs. It was. So I've gotten through Finn's POV and I've gotten through Jack's POV. Now I'm into the last part, which is Autumn's POV, and I'm scared and I'm sad, and I've already cried from the book multiple times. It's been a little bit of a tough one. I'm a very anxious person, and like something that kind of comes with that a lot of the time is like grief. Like I like freak myself out a lot of the time thinking about people dying, or like, you know, when that time comes, like just things. I overthink things to a deeper level than I feel like most people overthink things. Anxious girlies rise. But like, just like when I read books about death and stuff, like it just really makes me feel so much, because like it's something that worries me so much. And like stuff like this, like specifically the way it's being portrayed in this book, like there's a beauty to it. You know, like this line that I just read in Jack's POV was the last little section of his POV, and it says, "It isn't until I'm driving home that it dawns on me. I've been thinking about Finn, and for the first time since Alexis's call that morning, it doesn't hurt. I'm so grateful that Finn was once alive, and that I got to love him, that he got to love and be loved still." That's so beautiful. Like, that's so beautiful. And like, you know, like stuff like that is so scary and terrifying, but like people go through it every day and they're still living and they're still okay. And like this is kind of just showing that like life goes on even after we die, and that's not a bad thing. You know, it's a good thing. It's heartaching, but it's beautiful, and it's all of the things, you know. And I think that's just what, you know, when they say grief is a spectrum, like that's just what they mean. I'm gonna continue reading. Hopefully I don't cry anymore. That would be annoying. Hello guys. It's actually the next day. It is March 26th, and I finished the book last night, but I meant to update after school, but I never did. So now is like 8 p.m. the next day, and I just remembered that I was supposed to do that. Yeah, I did finish If Only I Told Her last night, and it was very good. You clearly saw me, like, I was practically sobbing over the book, and like I just like had one of those moments when finishing it where you just gotta sit there and think about life for a minute. I have my little Goodreads review over here. It's very short and sweet, and instead of rambling on and on, I just thought I would kind of tell you what I rated it and just read my 3 little sentences that I wrote in my Goodreads review, because I feel like it's a perfect description of how I felt literally right after I finished the book. So I rated it 4 stars. I said, "This was a beautiful addition to Autumn and Finney's story. Getting to understand the grief and the acceptance of life still going, even when someone you love is gone, was such a beautiful experience. This book was very well done." And I 100% agree with myself, obviously. But yeah, I think that maybe this book wasn't technically necessary, but I do think it added a bit more closure than the last book, and I just found it beautiful. And you know, there was a lot of good quotes and a lot of like life lessons and growth and all of this stuff in here. Getting the 3 different POVs was nice, although I do wish Sylvie's POV was in this book. I feel like we would have heavily benefited from that. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm sorry for saying this, don't come at me if you've read this book and don't agree with me, but I honestly do not think Finney's POV told us anything. There's literally no point in me reading it. It was literally a repeat of something we've already seen before and gave no extra context to anything going on. That is my review for the last book I had to read in March, and like I feel good. I feel happy. That's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I always have so much fun doing these. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not already, and I will hopefully catch you guys in the next one.